a new development that is coming up in our party. Now, development in say a lot of controversies about. A lot of controversies. It's about external branches. Our branches are external branches. See, external branches are branches are money or mind we are more other nations diaspora for. Okay. Now, what we are hearing from the election committee is a petition biaba from diaspora. Now, that petition is asking, say, for a year election that will be held in January, and I say on January 31st. No, are there a friend of proxy voting? Are there a friend of proxy voting party? They should not be allowed. Now, proxy voting, proxy voting is say maybe or therefore or your MPP ni or your branch executive or US, for instance. Okay, and therefore in our election, internal election or vote, but ebia bibinte or therefore cannot come back to Ghana to come and vote and go back. And before now there was a flexibility say or therefore bet me delegate you be ebia said the voice go and stand in my stead and vote on my behalf. It was allowed in MPP. It is allowed in MPP. Now, some petitioner Ebane say that thing should not be allowed. And then there came another counter petition, also from some people in the diaspora that are saying, say, it has to be allowed. It has to be allowed because they are an integral part of a party. And you cannot unilaterally just get up and say, they will not allow them to vote or whatever. Now, this is my view. My view ni. Number one, proxy voting. Has it ever caused any issue or party in Muda? I doubt. I doubt said there has been an election. 2023, there was proxy voting. Obian Bekase, we are not say. Obian Bekase, and UK votes, no, a bruso. US votes no ebroso and I say Sweden votes no ebroso obian bekasa. And I don't understand how in going into this election they've even allowed say more people are going to vote from or say all the first UK like this they had about 12 votes. The whole UK they only had about 12 votes. Essence say the party was considering every country as a constituency. And the UK boom 12 votes. But under the new constitution, all their branch executives are allowed to vote. USSR, Norway, France, Sweden, Denmark, all over. Now, my question is say, external branches for wing or for more brochery, or more party, more executives. Yajio Musika, they contribute money to the party's development. Drew about to us they contribute money. Drew other things they put together their dues and send down to Ghana. I thought they be a we even give them quota to pay. Like I say UK branch, mu pay £10,000 bibra. US branch, mu pay $20,000 bibra. Their money there, yet now we have problem if they voting. I don't think say it is fair. Number two. NPP as a party, Minji did say proxy voting, and I say it should be difficult for us to allow people who are outside the country to vote. Why? Essence say we are a party that boasts about digitalization. That is what we have. That has been our core message. And a digital. And here now a digital party. We can create a system that will allow for our our executives are more US and all other nations, Canada, France, UK, Australia, and all over to vote in the election. I doubt, say, impossible. It is more than possible. Again, questioning is say, external branches for no, they organize election and select their own executives. And saying, any organize this election. Nobody has ever come out say and a UK branch elections, you know, Abia, and I say we will not allow, we will not agree to the result of the elections. And in the same way that external branches manage to elect their executives, you know, let us create that same platform for them to allow them also make their voice heard in January when we go to vote for our flag bearers. Finally, me, I think, say, it does not make financial sense to ask maybe or therefore say you should board a plane, come to Ghana in January and return just come and cast his vote. Saskakura no, therefore, Eddie boy MPP anga or therefore, to me, this scout or the way a plane, Eddie back Ghana and back, or the boy MPP. I'm not sure, say, another time, no, MPP will be broke and somebody will bring 3 million Ghana cedis and insult the party on top. Because a time has come that the party must have its own money. When the party starts getting its own money, it will bring more respect. Because I'll be to me the 3 million back. Now, all the 3 million number now a press conference. It was a dem who like I said, a shocking to pass a party like MPP so broke so MPP to me raise 3 million. Why? And instead of asking, say, the thousands of external branches for, they should all come to Ghana and see where the election was January 31st. So, Anka December cranker, who understand, say, they can ask for permission from their workplaces and come down here, maybe to celebrate Christmas and to vote. By a January ending, they'll be busy at work. So, to me, it does not make sense. I don't know what you think about it. I want to hear your view on it, and then we'll call it an evening. Or therefore, remember me 4 minutes. External branches. Are you for proxy voting or not? Or what do you think? 4 minutes.
Yeah, the voice me that's me. Idea yedi kan yen in that. Oh, question now we shall say and that was the same question I was asking myself. Say, yeah, shall say yeah issue with that. And I said, have they been problem? I say, you been more raising concern about it. Yeah, problem not say issue via new audio. I don't think say we should deny them that opportunity because they can say umbra printing and also umbra Ghana betwa. I think the majority na APR because we didn't look at the time frame cry as a petition it doesn't favor them because we have only 2 months to the election. Even let me say 2 months to the election. And I will raise a petition. Maybe you'll be crying and I won't say or back Ghana. And I Ghana so to say a cry. What is your for a bass? What I say, may back Ghana. You have to prepare because obey no obels so you have to take care of them. And you know a whole lot. It is yeah, you way now, and I say, you know, almost, and say, almost to contribute to Emma party in development. I think say they should allow them to vote on through the proxy. It shouldn't be stopped.
But yen yanuma more can camp say Bawumia wants to use the proxy voting to rig the election.
I'm not sure say Bawumia and the first person had the proxy voting saying as on the whole. And I'm not sure say those outside NPP
Pro
Bawumia me I say can so vote. And I'm not sure say the party here solely revolving around Ken. He doesn't own the party. So with on the selfish and I say on any interest no me overshadow the whole party interest. And you know he should have he can have a say. You can fine, that's your opinion, but we cannot take that opinion from you, say Fana, because you raise concern and your concern now who raise it doesn't amount to 100%. Maybe who say be about 20% and another 50% of what we are even thinking about now because proxy vote, I don't think say this is the first time I hear Shas here. And we've started from somewhere. So say it should be a process, not just say who raise your concern and say you should stop. You can't stop stuff like that because and barely 2 months to the election. Then I doubt say it will have effect on this election.
Right. Me that say, or therefore they are even threatening say Omudi Assembly be court, but let's see what happens. Mama Tina.
Yeah, why no me who say a vice president no chairperson no wa ha say na one Felix Kasa but na adwuma mentimi anko ankotie omutima hu ne a esiye enti omogu so omoye ho adwuma because say omoye saa de na that means say omo pese omo kire say ya ye wo akwantum ye nka MPP ho that means we can vote. Intina yeso say any betimi ate ye party yeso ya pay president ya we will do that.
Ayeka.
Yeah, because ubetria in and out you know say ye di Christmas we are on. Rain fair no e cost more than $3,000 in and out.
Wow.
Na sa $3,000 no obi our family wa and I don't think it's going to be possible. Every maso enti ese omo change no na on your ese omo kan no or ese omo kan because nipa ba akofo ntimi mfa na dwene e ma mese niema a ya hyehye ndadaada e de asi wo ntimi mfa na dwene e mese no
yo me das antitina majesty what's Mika found majesty what's Mika found all right
me one
okay
I don't know proxy voting there very very necessary say yeah because nipa no ntimi entwa play ticket just because of what be internal election where ya baby voting team no watch na wasan go back on the ntimi possible and Kennedy the impinifo ho no ma your general secretary chairman ho no ma o me take side decision anya ono na edwuma ne say ono be kire say yenye election say other election organizer ono organizing elections we are just a distinct contender our person won decide say massa yeah they no want me ba impromptu ya ba next year na be vote no enya afi say ye vote ni bia na on betimi afa kwan bi so aye vote na fine on the bar impromptu there minjini say e betimi aye possible because yes idea I say o create confusion our party already no one kasa we confusion chairman the confusion one o create always why nipa bako be contest election bako o pray on I don't just understand this man Charlie MPP dey yes sanity o MPP a party a ye buye a very respected party obia nim say MPP dey but I say papa we dey Charlie say nyo no a man nyo obia why
but only point also Bawumia person already election maybe he has a point Anna
Bawumia person evidence no ni evidence no evidence no about or evidence ben na chere say Bawumia person rig election intina on person say omo ya dada Bawumia the first person now yeah proxy voting na one so yeah until I didn't know ba be chere say Bawumia person rig election the evidence ben or also be rig election no it will not wash it won't hold they didn't obey but emfa
right
they didn't obey by emfa until proxy voting they are very necessary.
Me that say. Yeah, all right. Finally, Hassan, but your breme.
Okay. Yeah. Say proxy voting. I say. You are saying that o kuntokwa o kwana se kuntokwa no kuna efwa. Na fi o pe kwan bi a o pese o ye na o say bibi. I don't know. Say 5 candidates. Why events omo nyina no why na candidate be na ejina so say proxy vote no omo pese ye be den ye beto me pese mi no
e ono working camp
omo ko a ana other candidates no obi an kan ho hwe
there be say ade bia it has always been and to me kra na ma me bisa say mo assembly say ade na man fan kan those amendments I recall Federal General how do you call it in July I call amend the constitution. Why didn't you bring this up? Why now? Right?
Oh. Nya dia ebe me say omo akwai say proxy vote no vote na eba ho no efi ho eba no ebia omo hu say vote no ebia one candidate bi na otiminya saa more vote if it's outside. Into no more per quaya on Baya just say, you be cancel a no.
Sa brochire for the dodo na supported Bawumia. And the fact.
And even class almost command to a bano crampona. If say Ghana for unqua to a bano crampona. One candidate now mom penasem. Obe winning. And the fact. But so almost to a ban because almost tuya deals, almost tuya sika, almost members. Intine say ye mo to a bano. Ana enye fence one candidate nkwa ebe to abana mano proxy vote obia benya ni chefa ewom the house mo pese ye cancel no adia yaye from 2023 yaye na enemu si ye nya dia na say mu adwen bi wo mu chim
Right.
Yeah, nya dia ese ye omu presuma omu yes ade no.
Right.
No. Yeah, okay.
That's it. Yeah. Yo, Uncle Marcus, good evening. Yes. What do you make of air proxy voting in Sensemino? Why should even a camp stand against it? And I am of the firm belief, sir, maybe the way the external branches manage to do their elections, that same way, let us allow them to manage to have a say in who becomes flag bearer. Pacho, 5 minutes in all. Any Natoshi, you missed that, but if you want to comment on that also briefly, you can also do that. 5 minutes, Yankwe.
Well, I don't know, but thank you so much for this opportunity. I think we appreciate the fact that we sometimes get some of these opportunities to express our views on our own party. And my brother, from time immemorial, democratic processes involves proxy because you cannot always get the opportunity by all the citizenry to participate because of one issue or the other.
And you know where the obo base pal, Ebaneze. Masukra yes.
Where is this so hard? So the fact that people want to express their interest, but something may have hindered that. That's why proxy is there, so that the electoral processes are always conclusive by giving opportunity to all those who express or who are legitimate, who are eligible to vote. So MPP as a modern party and a party that pride itself with enlightenment and elitism, something bizarre for a presidential candidate who wants to lead a party like MPP to bar a section of its own supporters from taking part in their own legitimate political rights within that association. Now, you see, my disappointment, I don't know the decision, whether they have accepted it or not. But if
not yet.
Yes, so
there's a counter petition, so
fantastic. You see, this party and the seeming lack of indolent and docile leadership is paving way for all manner of irrationality to be pushed on the party's shoulder. Because why would somebody think that the segment of the party's own supporters who contribute through their hard-earned resources and their ideas, and not only that, for me, I in particular, I was a party polling station chairperson before I left, and even though I am not there at the moment, but constantly, almost every opportunity that I get, I still contribute my quota to the party through my resources and my own ideas. In the last election, I remember my polling station, all the executives there, I sponsored them. I sponsored them. And so our contributions go beyond just even speaking on air, but resources wise, monetary aspect wise, we also contribute towards that.
Say external for Bakua and a toy friend send me digital mixer mommy almost $4,000. Yeah.
You see what we are talking about, and our rights as members of that party is a twin principle: to vote and be voted for. So why would you decouple one from, so that we cannot vote now? And if we cannot vote now, does it mean by extension we cannot even take appointment should the party win? Is that what they are saying? That the external branch needs to be cut out or cut off from participating in this party because the executives want to pander to the whims of somebody who is just who is clutching at the straw as a result of desperation. And my brother, whatever is happening, people are watching it too. But I am urging our party leadership to stand on their feet and demonstrate leadership at this critical hour, because whatever decision that they will take, I know in one way it will affect one group or the other, but what is factual, what is truthful shall forever stand. And that is why we are urging them that as leadership, if they take the right decisions, everybody is going to stand by them. Though some people will be aggrieved and they can say all manner of things. But to deny your own people, and not just any people, very resourceful people who contribute substantially to running that same party.
In election year, they make all those branches adopt each one constituency and finance election year. That's what they do.
And their contribution goes beyond after the elections. These people have even adopted individual party members and they are helping them. So what will push the party leadership to even entertain such dangerous idea? Is it because they want to pander to the whims of a desperate individual? It doesn't augur well for that. So you see, sometimes when you are talking to our leaders, you need to be decorous. We are urging them to stand on their feet and do the right thing, because if they take any decision, that will become a precedent for other people to then make unnecessary demands on the party.
Right.
It will go a long way to hurt the party's chances, because this will not be attractive and it's going to be problematic some years to come. So let us not set the bad precedent. Let us not set the bad precedent. It's not good for the image of this party. Yeah, that is what I would say.
Natoshi, the former administrator for Common Fund. Now, you were not here, but I gave a little background as to how I met her in 2023, where we had a very, very, very high-profile secret meeting with her. Our phones were taken, and they made sure we didn't have any wire on us. In Volta region, she came way before Dr. Bawumia even came to announce her running to be flag bearer. She came to say, give us reasons why the MPP needs Dr. Bawumia now. And she made a very solid point for minority groups, because she's a Ga, and why it was a time for the party to rebrand itself from that Akan perception. Say, I can phone Kwan to me lady. And today I'm asking, what has changed? She has shifted camp. Now she's asking us, we should go and ask Dr. Bawumia how many jobs has he been able to create that he's promising one constituency, 10 appointments. And I'm saying that when you speak to most MCs and DCs who worked under Akufo-Addo, one of the main reasons for apathy at the grassroots level was because she, as the administrator of the common funds, was centralizing everything, awarding the contracts in Accra. So contracts that were supposed to go to party people so they can employ grassroots, It was not coming to the district nor the municipality. So the right question is, she should first tell us what she did at the common fund level. Was it something that would have created jobs in the first place before even having the audacity to question someone who was a vice president about the job he created? I don't even want us to go into the fact that digitalization, some of the things that Dr. Bawumia implemented and the jobs they have created. You, Ankasa, as an appointee of Akufo-Addo, do you think, sir, you perform well enough for MPP to retain power? So you have 3 minutes to 4 minutes on that, and let me go to Big Man.
Yeah, my brother, thank you very much. You see, one thing that I have observed from some of our leaders is that they are too self-centered. And you see, in life, when you become extremely selfish, not only that you sound or you become greedy, but you also lose your sense of judgment. Most of the people who are following our Honorable Kennedy are people who I think are self-centered individuals. They are very selfish, and then they think things they needed to get from the elsewhere government and they couldn't get out of bitterness. They are using that as a tool to destroy the party and their own political career without knowing. As for Na Toshi, I am even told that at a point in time, Honorable Kennedy extended a lot of unpalatable words towards her, and she's ready to swallow all those things, because you see, in politics, Thomas Hobbes said something. He said, when your enemy wants to dislodge you and they can't, they go into confederacy with other people who have the same interest to destroy. And that is exactly what they are doing. It is an individual hatred for Dr. Bawumia. It is an individual selfish ambition of people who think that the presidency of Dr. Bawumia will dislodge them from having that kind of largesse or goodies. Therefore, the Kennedy Japan camp is a conglomerate of individuals who are bitter and they have gone or put themselves together just to destroy. It is not that they believe that the man is capable of leading MPP, let alone Ghana. That is why I'm saying that we should be focused. We should sometimes ignore them. And there's something that I have read that I keep on saying: when people are contaminated with bad ideas, they become fortified in that same idea. The only thing that we can do is to appeal to their conscience.
Right.
The only thing that we can do is not to insult them, but to appeal to their conscience. So, Auntie Nakoshi, Kweku Kwatin, and the rest, go back and do a lot of introspection and see if what you say, the things that you do, will augur well for this party. And that is where I employ speak to their own conscience to then think of some of the things that they are saying and the things that they do. The party, I know the grassroots, the generality of the party's people have made a decision to vote for Dr. Bawumia. We are going with him because we know he's a visionary leader. He has the knowledge, he has the temperament, and he has the exposure to deliver us from the quagmire we find ourselves now. Let us all rally behind him and then at least ignore some of this, the things that they are doing from the other camp. Thank you so much.
Midase, Uncle Marcus. Yeah, Big Mo, sorry I kept you on for a long time because